Okay. Um, Says a ski gondola carries skiers to the top of the mountain. Assume the weights of skiers are normally distributed with a mean of 182 and a standard deviation of 35. The gondola has a stated capacity of 25 passengers, and the gondola is rated for a load limit of 3,500 pounds. Complete the parts below. Given that the gondola is rated for a load limit of 3,500 pounds, what is the maximum mean weight of the passengers if the gondola is filled to the stated capacity of 25? Well, let's open up StatCrunch here. Well, that's another way to open it. But you see what the problem is when I opened it like that? It doesn't want to move over. Let's see what we can do. Um, Okay, I had to expand it and then completely readjust it to get it to do. Well, right here, I just want to make a little calculation. I'm kind of like I want to use it for a calculator. So if I go to data and I go down to compute and I can say expression and I'm going to build the expression. All I've got to do is take that 3,500 that is there and we divide it by 25 and compute. Okay, and compute. And what did we get? We got 140. Okay, now it says if the gondola is filled with 25 random selected skiers, what is the probability that the mean weight exceeds the value from A? Well, that's where I want to come back in with another normal distribution. So we're going to go to Stat, Calculator, pick up the normal calculator. Now, what was the mean of the population? That's what's going to go in here, 182, and the standard deviation was 35. Okay, we are selecting 25, so we're going to come back and make that adjustment in just a second. But it says, what is the probability that the mean weight exceeds the part A? So exceeds, we want it greater than, and that would have to be 140. And we need to make this adjustment up here. We need to divide by the square root of 25. What is the square root of 25? It is 5. And we compute. Okay? Probability is real good because it's 1. Let's check that answer. That is correct. Now it says if the weight assumption were revised so that the new capacity became 20 passengers and the gondola is filled with 20 randomly selected skiers, what is the probability that their mean weight exceeds 175, which is the maximum mean weight that does not cause the total load to exceed that? So we have to change from 140 to 175. But we can't use this 5 that's here anymore. So what do I want to do? Okay, I've just kind of put that down. I just kind of moved it down. Is what I did with it. And then I'll move it back up when I need it. But I've got to go just like I did right here. All right, I've put this down and I just need to compute the square root of 20. It's not a perfect square. So I'm going to go to data and we want to compute an expression. And the expression that we're going to build or to do here is going to be what? What's it going to be? Well, I want to build it and I need the square root. Well, I first got to get square root over here. Just keep going down till you find something that looks kind of like square root. And it's like SQRT, I think. So we got to get down to the S's. Okay, SQRT. That's what we want. We add that function. And the number that I'm going to put in there is going to be 20. So I say, okay. And I'm going to compute it. And it put it up there. Okay, now what do I need to do with my standard deviation back here? It's no longer can be 5 because that's not what it is. I'm going to put in that number I just found, 4.472136. Now let's compute it. Okay, 4 decimal places, 0.8145 when I round it. Okay, and it says, is the new capacity of 20 passengers safe? Since the probability of overloading is over 50%, the new capacity does not appear to be safe enough. We would probably want it to be less than 5%, the chance of overloading. All right.